What you don't want to put down your drain is acids, liquid plumb or Drano. Once you pour it, it creates it like cement in your pipe. So then a snake can't even go through.
We're here with Octavio, a technician with Monkey Wrench with over 21 years of experience. And today we're talking about how much does it cost to redo your home's plumbing, specifically your home's sewage system. Now, we're also going to break down some of the factors that contribute to this cost, as well as some things you can do as a homeowner to prevent having to end up in this situation super quickly, at least. We're going to start with very basic, like overall in general, how much does it cost to redo your home's plumbing?
Okay, to get a price, well, obviously we got to see how many square foot of the house, but so to understand a little easier, how many restrooms do you have? Is it a 2-story house? Do you have a back house? It depends. So it's very difficult to give an accurate price without seeing your house.
So the house has to be evaluated first, right?
Absolutely. There's people that have a back house, they have a half restroom, they have a complete restroom, and they have many. You can't just throw out a price up there. Okay. It won't be professional.
In your experience, what have you seen as a typical range in cost for a repipe like this for a typical LA home?
So let's say in a two-bedroom house, 1.5 bathroom. It could be, we're talking about a sewer repipe, you're looking between $8,500 to $12,000 in range. Yes, and it'll be up to code, with approved pipe, approved fittings, obviously.
And what role does material play in the cost factor in all of this?
Most 100% of the houses, we just use ABS pipe. Okay. No other materials.
Is there a reason why we prefer ABS?
Because it's the cost, it's cheaper, and it's plastic. It's a smooth surface. It won't create buildup over years. It's going to go down the drain. It's going to slide.
And is there a way we can do a partial repipe and focus on one area of the home instead of doing the entire plumbing system?
There is a way. If a lot of people will say, you know what, I'm not prepared for the whole house, but it's only affecting this restroom. This is more corroded than the other side. I need 2-3 years to, do everything. Yeah, we could do a partial, and that will save you. Just fix what's damaged at the time. Yes, but you got to understand the pipe is the same age. It was installed the same day at the same time. So,
is that something easier done?
Yes, it's easier done, and it could be done the same day. For instance, hey, you know what? This restroom, my toilet backs up all the time. Obviously, we start with the thorough evaluation. We run a camera. We make sure what to get to why is it clogging, right? So we find that there's 10 feet, an example of pipe that's really corroded, created a lot of buildup. Toilet paper is getting stuck on the walls of buildup. That's what's causing you to back up once a month or twice a month in the worst case. So then we tell you, okay, we give them 2 different options, one for the whole house because it's the same age, and one just for that particular restroom. And obviously you're going to save money, but in the long run, you're going to end up doing the whole thing because, like I said, it's the same age.
Is financing an option for these bigger investment projects?
Absolutely. We offer financing. We have good plans that we could explain the day of, and 80% of our customers qualify.
And do you typically see homeowners using financing option for these bigger investment projects? Because as we know, your home's plumbing system is one of the most costly, expensive systems of a home. That's just generally what it is.
Absolutely. Because obviously, who doesn't need a restroom? Who doesn't need a toilet? We all do. That's the most important thing that, you could go a day or two without no power, but you can't go a day or two with no restroom.
What are some things that homeowners do that deteriorates their home's drainage plumbing system a lot faster?
The big factor, we're talking about sewer, is a lot of people, for example, they get something as easy as, the most common one is the kitchen, because it's the most used, obviously, right? Everybody cooks, So they get a clog. The kitchen sink starts going slow. It's a clog. No, I don't want to cut a plumber. They're very expensive, this and that. Oh, go to Home Depot, go to, our nearest hardware store. And first thing Drano, liquid plumber. That they don't tell you this, but if that really worked, there won't be no plumbers. Now, the problem is it's an acid. So once you pour it, it creates it like cement in your pipe. So then a snake can't even go through. So instead of, or worst case scenario, it makes a hole in your pipe and you don't even notice because you don't go under your house. You're not a plumber. There's no need for it. So guess what? You created a hole on your pipe, a crack. Every time you use your kitchen, you use your dishwasher, water's coming at the only time you recognize that is when you get a smell. Why does it smell so bad? Call a plumber, then we go out there and we see a puddle of water, then you have mold, then you have flies, then you create a
big mess.
A big mess. So it's at the end, instead of, you think you're saving money, but you're just getting it worse.
Oof. And what are some signs that I need to replace my home's drainage plumbing system?
The signs are backups. Like I said, you know what? My kitchen sink backed up 2 years ago, but now it's backing up once a year, twice a year. What's going on? And if I'm doing the same thing I've been doing since I bought the house or since I've been here since day one, why? Because the pipe is getting older and creating more buildup. Everything's getting stuck up there. You got to understand everything. Every detergent, every soap, shampoo, anything you use creates buildup and sludge. That's what kills your pipes.
And what are some actions that we can take as homeowners to extend the life of our plumbing system?
What I recommend is, getting what we call a whole house special, which means we go out there and we snake every single drain as a preventive. So we don't let buildup accumulate, hair gets stuck on your shower, bathtub, and the most common thing on sewer lines is roots. So obviously when you have roots on the line, obviously now we're talking about we don't like to say it that way, but if a root is introducing your pipe, it means it's broken. So if we go out there every 6 months, once a year, and snake it, it gives you're putting a bandage on it, but it gives you time to, but the time will come.
What's the overall life expectancy of like the average home's plumbing system in your experience?
The average when a house is built, the average is 30 years, 35 years if you're lucky. Depends how many people in the house, the usage, we should say, the way you treat your house.
Right. What are some common household items that you recommend we do not put down the drain?
What you don't want to put down your drain is acids, liquid plumber, Drano, obviously female products, obviously wipes. Baby wipes they're deadly because a lot of them, our best friends are the ones that said flushable. Yeah, because they say flushable, they'll flush, but they're not going to tell you that they'll back up your sewer system. They're not going to back up your toilet, but they're going to back up the whole sewer system. Yeah. Those are one of our best friends.
Thank you so much for joining us, Octavio, today and really breaking down how much it costs for a home's drainage repipe. And if anyone out there is excited or wants to learn more about this topic, feel free to visit our Learning Center where we got a bunch of articles and videos on this topic and more.